While Louie inspects the bird room, I'd like to welcome you to the Lesser Ranch. I'm going to go over some life hacks that I've discovered over the years. As we know, parrots are destructive and quite messy. Bird poop is often difficult to remove and seems to be a great adhesive that has yet to be discovered. I've created a cleaning solution made up of a 1-to-1 ratio of white vinegar and water. This mixture is very effective with breaking down solids and goopies. Along with my Skoy scrub, which is made up of naturally hardened cotton, it can remove the toughest of goo. I like to scrub a lot because it actually is very effective at scrubbing, and it can be ran through the wash. You can put the Skoy scrub in a laundry bag and put it through the washer to clean it effectively, making them cost effective. Not shown here, but I like to follow it up with a wipe of diluted chlorhexidine to kill any bacteria left behind. About 7 years ago, I removed the bottom grate in my parrot's enclosure. I also replaced their newspaper bottoms with newspaper-based kitty litter. In the wild, African greys and cockatoos have been seen to forage on the ground, so this is a natural behavior. I like to crumble nutriberries or cut up some unshelled almonds to bury them in the substrate so that parrots can dig. Studies have shown that foraging for most birds can improve the quality of life and sometimes decrease behaviors like feather damaging or mutilations. Here you can see Gippers and Lily foraging in their substrate. Silly Lily. As a parrot owner, you're probably well aware that scented candles and other air fresheners are dangerous for birds. After I took in my first parrot over 23 years ago, I also gave up scented candles. Whether it's the holidays or time for something different, you can bring in new fragrances into your home. The method I use is an old slow cooker that I purchased at a thrift store. I ensure that there were no Teflon or PTFEs within the model. Mine is a crock pot from the 90s and has been confirmed by the manufacturer to be Teflon free. I find this a little bit easier to maintain than using a pan on the stove. There is an internal thermostat, so it's a little bit more reliable and a little less dangerous if it runs dry. But I definitely wouldn't count on that, so just be careful. First, I fill the slow cooker with water. Then I add dried lavender flowers on top. That's generally enough for my bird room. Occasionally, I will put in a couple orange slices along with a cinnamon bark. The orange cinnamon can also be done by using a natural orange extract along with ground cinnamon as well. Please do ensure that you're using the slow cooker responsibly and safely. Keep it out of the reach of your birds. Information. Arm yourself with the latest information from those that perform the scientific studies. There's everything from behavior to diet at your fingertips. This includes videos and cites the sources so you can see how the information was collected. So, number 1 is Harrison's. So you might know Harrison's as the bird food company, but they also created a textbook for veterinarians, the clinical avian medicine. And if you can see here, they actually have this whole thing on the website. So different subjects, everything from, diagnostics, pain management, nutrition, pretty much everything you would ever want to know. But Harrison's also has more information. If you go over to the About section, you can actually see research. That's also another fun little area for me anyway, to see different studies that have been published. There's also a newsletter, educational videos, and even a history, just for gee whiz information. So, my number 2 website for information is LaFavor. I may not be saying that right, but you also might know them from making nutriberries. They provide a lot of educational material. Nutrition, emergency care. So if you go to LaFavor and go to the resources and education, a lot of those are available to owners. So you have everything from lizards, obviously. So you see here, reading birdie body language. Right there, little. So LaFavor actually has a section about pet birds. Of course, they are going to advertise their foods, but they also have some nice articles for different issues that you might be looking at. And my favorite topic is behavior, And they got a lot of information on there too. If you look here, they even have webinars, which are really neat, and you can learn a whole bunch. They're generally free, so I do recommend looking further into that if that's your prerogative. So another one is VIN. So VIN provides a lot of information out there for different animals. So here you can see veterinarypartner.vin. So you go to birds, and you got all kinds. So everything from cancer, dermatology, digestion, different diseases, diets, care and husbandry, and even chicken stuff. So definitely look into that for some updated information that also cites their research. Last but certainly not least is the Association of Avian Veterinarians. So that's where you can search for an avian certified veterinarian near you, which is good because sometimes they're few and far between and kind of difficult to find with a general Google search. And then there's even some resources down here, some handouts. You even have a nice one about protecting your flock from avian influenza, which is a hot topic right now, to behavioral, and even a nice one about senior parrots that kind of goes into their expected life. So those are my favorite websites for different resources from professionals in the industry. For bird baths / showers, I like to use the Solo one-hand pressure sprayer. I like this because it makes a nice fine mist and you're not constantly using your hand to spray. It's typically made for gardening, so you can find it at gardening stores, or obviously you can also get it on Amazon. Those are my top 5 life hacks that I've developed over the years, and I hope they're valuable to you as well. If you have any questions or any input, I would love to hear them. Please include them in the comments and I'll read it and respond. Take care and have a nice day.